Hello everyone, Barry Plasko here. Welcome to this training. And we have Wonder Woman who will be here in just a couple of minutes. But guys, before we get started, I just want to make sure you guys are all well, you're healthy, your families are doing well. I know it's very, very difficult circumstances for many people around the world. I'd just like to give you your feedback. If you can, just give me a sentence of where you're calling in from and just confirm me everything is okay with you guys. It's very, obviously, very, very difficult times for many, many people, and I'm just looking at make sure our good friends are all doing well. We got Kerry, a lovely day in Arizona, looking forward to the webinar today. Yes, thank you, says Lee. Rob's in London. We got James in Kenya. This is a worldwide international audience. All good, says Rob. LA, all good. Joseph is here. Wales is represented by Ira. Was that Lee? Lee, I was going so fast. We've got Neil in Germany. Hope you're doing okay there, Neil. Lots of problems in Europe right now. New York City, everyone I know is still well, says Greg. Good to see you, my friend. Pittsburgh, all is well. San Diego, all is well, says Joe. Norman in Hollywood, Florida. But how you doing, Norman? I need to know about how you are. A-OK, says Jeff. In Canada, we got Bridget in New Zealand. Jeff's in Canada. Joseph's from Dallas, Texas. All is well, thanks, says Stephen. Marjorie is in Las Vegas. They just closed the casinos down, Marjorie. Oh, my goodness, the world is coming to an end. Davis is doing well. Hector is in Puerto Rico. I hope you're doing well there, Hector. Kerry is in Arizona. Tim's in Chelmsford, UK. Family are well. Good to see my good friend there, Tim Rothwell. We got Shirley in San Francisco. Everything's closed, I know, in San Francisco. Todd's in Kentucky, doing good. Isolated Norway, says Svanfrido. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Ryan's in Rotterdam. Look after yourself. Danny's in Israel. I hope you're doing well. Sweden is represented by Thomas. Joshua is here. Good to see you. Montana's here. All right. Any word? Great. Peggy's in Chicago. Okay, guys. So today we got by the way, I just want to say before we do get started, just a couple of words. And, I just want to share this with our close members. I really just want to take a minute just on behalf of all of us. I think we should be saying these things before we enter into I believe, some very exciting content. It's going to make us feel amazing. And most importantly, you're going to be able to apply it. Before we get started, I just want us to focus our attention for 10, 15, 20 seconds. It's the least that we could do to those people that are working right now in the hospitals, that are fighting to save people's lives and are putting their lives at risk in order to keep everyone healthy and well. I just want to, it's the right thing to do before we get started. These people are heroic, and it's only in times like this that you realize what dedication that they had. I received a WhatsApp. So I want to share a WhatsApp from my uncle. And my uncle just celebrated his 80th birthday. Listen to this. And I was just, obviously, I'm in touch with my family all the time. And he was feeling unwell a couple of weeks ago. It's not related to the present situation. And what is he doing? Right now, he's going out providing food vouchers for people that are for poor families in the city, and raising funds to purchase extra ventilators for the local hospital. That's what this guy's doing at the age of 80. That's what's on his mind. And it's people like that honestly, we can only look up to, absolutely look up to. And this really is a very, very special time, because you see, and during these times, you suddenly see the spirit of a lot of good people, right? There's some real fools out there that don't really seem to care, but the vast majority of people, you see the hearts of people and how their hearts and their minds are connected. And I just wanted to say that before we get started. I'm sorry I had to start like that, but I just feel really bad. Us really celebrating what we're about to learn today without first thinking about those that are putting their lives on the line for the good of all of us. So I think that's very, very important. All right, guys, it's pretty difficult to go from that to the next step, but it's the right thing to do. So let's now move on. Excuse me. What we're going to talk about today is basically this is really a couple of weeks where we're just going to be giving back. I really have wanted to do this for some time. I've been in touch with our present guest, who's going to be here in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to introduce her first in a couple of minutes. But it's something I've always wanted to do, to be able to provide you guys with just thousands and thousands of dollars of value, where you guys can say, you know what, this was just amazing. I really wanted to do that. I mean, we obviously always try to do that. But during uncertain times, I think it's even more important And I hope that today's presentation, everything we're going to be doing for you, I hope that it's received in a way that it's intended, and that you guys, under all circumstances, not only see an incredible amount of light, but also a lot of actionable material that you can apply. And I just want to make sure before we do get started, guys, this is important to me. I want to know from 0 to 10 about your spirits. I want to know your spirits. Where are you? I want to see you guys. You guys are our close friends. Many of you we've met in person. Where are your spirits from 0 to 10? I want everyone to respond. We've got the lowest so far is 9.9, and I'm pretty, at least you're honest, Eric. 10s, 11s, 9.5s. Oh, that's the lowest we got so far. All right, we got one person that's under 10, feeling great. 10 says, our good friend, Mary Fox. I didn't see you before, Mary. Lovely to see you again, my dear friend. Mary, I'm blessed and want to bless others, says Joseph. I love the spirit. I love the spirit. Okay, we got a few 7s. Almost everyone's giving a 9.5 to a 10. My spirit is on top of the world, said our good friend Norman from Florida. Wife is working in ER. Robert, you are blessed to have a wife that is literally is heroic, right, guys? This is, we've got someone here whose wife is in ER right now. There is no other word to describe it other than heroic. We don't say it all the time, but times like this, we recognize it. All right, I'm glad to see the vast majority of you are on top of the world. Guys, those of you who gave anything less than a 9.5, you're going to be hitting, I hope, way past 10. Only those on 10, we're going to take you into the stratospheres tonight and today, this afternoon. Just one final word before we do get started, guys. I am speaking from my home office. We are in the house together. We literally have not left it for the last week. I'm not sure what it's like for you guys, but we're almost in complete lockdown here. So if there is any background noise whatsoever, please forgive me. This is just the nature of where we are. And this is coming from the heart today. And I want you guys to receive it the way it's intended. And if you're ready, and you're ready to get and to soar to the skies today, guys, I want the biggest ready. We are about to help people out there right now. We're going to help ourselves by helping others, and we're going to turn the tables and destroy all of that darkness that's out there. It's going to disappear. We've got an hour to do it, and I need everyone's ready, guys. I'm waiting for hundreds of readies. I haven't yet got yet. I'm not going to start until everyone gives me a ready. We've got a special tool now, GoToWebinar. I can now see who's interacting with me and who of you are not responding. Wow. This is like a gift from the heavens here. All right, let's get started right away. Wonder Woman's in the room. We're going to get in just a second. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, guys. I hope you can see my screen. Just say a big yes if you can see my screen. And we are going to get started. All right, here we go. You know what, guys? I just do one final introduction that I do want to say is that despite everything, my team has been working around the clock helping you guys. It doesn't matter what the situation is. We have an incredible team here, dedicated team. Our support led by Sam. Literally nothing can stop this guy from helping you. And, when I'm seeing all these other companies that are only, people are not around, their support is awful during this time. Even the larger companies, you have to spend hours in order to get hold of them. Sam is there 24/6 for you guys. This guy is a machine, but more importantly, he's got a heart of gold, and he is there helping our members. And as Mary Fox says, Sam is amazing. Marilyn Phillips said Sam is amazing. Can't say it as much. Okay, I won't finish the end of that sentence, Marilyn. But Sam is amazing. I love it. Guys, if you need any help with that, Marilyn, by the way, just reach out to Sam, who's there to help you. All right, Wonder Woman Rescue Formula. Let's get ready and diving into it. So today, you're going to meet the biggest thing to come out of Israel since Wonder Woman. You may know that actress on the screen right now. Anyone knows who that is? Who's that person on the screen, guys? Gal Gadot, that is correct. She is an Israeli actress. Well, we've got the Gal Gadot of sales here in Israel that's going to be joining us. Now, the greatest scene that I think in Wonder Woman, I must admit, I didn't really see, I saw most of the movie. I'm not into those types of movies, but the best scene ever that I saw in that movie, anyone recognize the scene that I took a little screenshot of? That's when she's in World War I, and she's walking across the battlefield. and she's being shot left, right, and center, and she's defending the bullets with her arms and with her whatever she's wearing on her arms, with her armor. And that is probably the best scene in the entire movie. How someone, a superhero, is there, is able to deflect all that punishment and deflect all of the things that are going on the outside, and she still walks from one side to the other in order to defeat the enemy. Why, for me, is that like the most important scene or the most incredible scene in the entire movie? Because I know what it feels like for a newbie who's trying to cross that battle. It feels like, as a newbie sometimes, or someone that may not have as much traction as they would like, you feel like you're crossing a battlefield. Guys, who relates to that scene of Wonder Woman crossing a battlefield and trying to deflect the bullets? Isn't that like a newbie trying to get traction, where there's so much competition, so traction is so difficult? The cost of advertising is so expensive, which means it's very hard to get started. There's so much information overload. You're being hit left, right, and center by these bullets, creating confusion and a lot of failure. Guys, who feels that that really is what's going on for you? Who feels that way sometimes? Linda says that's a great analogy, right? That's what it feels like. And guys, in the times we're in right now, we're only going to be positive today. But the times that we're living in, we all need a Wonder Woman. We all need a way to defend ourselves from the bullets, but most importantly, to get to the other side, right? We need to get to the other side. Well, that's exactly what we are going to be sharing with you. I'd like you to meet Shir. First of all, let's bring her on right now. Guys, everyone, give me a big WW. Let's welcome the Wonder Woman of sales with a great hat as well, even though Wonder Woman doesn't generally wear a hat. Let's introduce Shir to you. Shir, how are you doing?
I'm great.
That incredible introduction,
thank you, Barry.
Very lost, Shir. There you are. Shir
Yeah,
is
really.
with us. So
honored to be here.
It's a real pleasure to have you, Shir, and we're going to get a lot out of you today. Shir accidentally, it's almost by accident. She's not someone that was ever really involved with this online space before, but she found a fast launch formula for regular people, a strategy that allows practically anyone to take either their knowledge or someone else's knowledge, guys. And we're going to get to that in just a second. But she's been helping people with every imaginable strike against them, as well as people in small businesses. She's once working with large businesses. We'll hear a story in just a second. But it's been helping them make high-end sales without spending a penny on advertising, without any assets in terms of traffic, without even a product to sell, without any sales materials, without any other asset, and before they even create a product. We're going to hear a story in just a second. But let's hear it from you, Shir. Just tell us very briefly, as a little introduction, how on earth did you find this fast launch formula for laymen? By the way, guys, I want to see who sees the connection between fast launch formula for laymen and something that you eat. I want to see who's really on top of the ball, on top of the game here. Look at the words, fast launch formula for laymen. What has that got to do with something that you eat, especially if you're in the Middle East? Who's got it? I want to see if someone's the fastest person here. Guys, you need to read the words. Fast launch formula for laymen. Oh, my goodness. I want to see who got there first. James got there first. James, you get the gold medal. Macosta, you got the silver medal. And Tim, you got the bronze medal. Falafel, the falafel formula. Sorry, Shir. Sorry to interrupt you. Describe to everyone, how did you find your formula?
Actually, it was really by a mistake, okay? The first, I worked with this company, and they said, let's do a launch. And I was like, what is a launch? How can you do it, a marketing launch? And he said, I don't know, let's learn, because it's something that a lot of people make money from it. So I look at the stuff, and I started working on it, and then we did the first launch, and it was $1.2 million. Okay, and I was like, okay, that's probably good luck. And then I did it again, and we made and again and again. And seriously, I saw that I have an amazing formula that I can use for a lot of companies. It doesn't matter what is the product, it sells crazy in 3 weeks. Okay.
I just want to understand.
That's how I
just cut
found
out for
out.
a second. Just to be clear, the first time you did a launch, you're working for a large company, you did $1.2 million. And then the second time when you did the launch, how much did you make the second time?
$1.4 million.
$1.4 million. What did you launch? This was something online, Jeff. This is completely online space. So here's someone that literally was working for a company. They said, we got this new product. Let's go and try and launch something. No one in the company knows how to do it. They then go and send Shir to go on like this wild exploration to try and find a format. How do you launch? She comes back, tests something out, does a 7-figure launch, goes back, does it again and again and again. Now, guys, this is not what really interested me. To be honest, there's lots of people in corporate companies that are able to do this. But what I saw afterwards, and this is where she suddenly got this reputation in Israel, is something else happened. And this is far more important for each and every one of us. Because then what started to happen, Shir, is that people started contacting you, right? And started asking, well, I've got certain strikes against me. I need some help. You've got this reputation. Everyone's right. They started writing about her. She was on TV in Israel, became like almost like a celebrity, was on television, was interviewed by the news. And then people start reaching out to her. So let's just talk about a couple of people that reached out to her, and then we're going to get into a formula, guys. I want you to walk away today with value that you guys say, oh my goodness, I can't believe I got this. So what happened with Aura? What is it that she came to you and she was in a pretty difficult situation after birth? What happened exactly?
Yeah, she was just fired from her job, and she was just got birth, and she didn't know what to do. She knew a little bit of financial issues, but she wasn't working in this, and she didn't know how she's gonna make money. And she said, "Yeah, that I have some knowledge, but I don't know how to make money." So we decided to make a digital product about my first investment, and she sold. Listen to this, Barry. She sold it in $350, and she sold 32 of them in her maternity leave. It's something like $15,000 in 1 month.
So this is the first month that you so it's 3,300 shekels, and that translates after all of the sales about $15,000. So just be clear about this, guys. This is a woman that was fired, just gave birth, has literally no assets. She has a little bit of knowledge, and she, in the first 30 days, helped her generate $15,000 in sales. And what I understood is that she was able to make that money before she even created the product. Is that correct?
Yeah, she made the money before she created the product, and now she makes a lot of money from it. She's known for her financial consulting.
Okay, guys, this is when it starts to get interesting for me, because then we're talking about real people, real strikes against them, and then you hear just crazy stories. So here's a woman called Tali. Listen to this, guys. This is a woman that was working in fundraising. She gets fired out of her job as a fundraiser. She's working with a charity, and she has no money. She's a single mom. She literally has no money. When I mean no money, she literally did not have enough to buy a website. She had to get a loan of a few $100s just to get started, but she had nothing. So she meets Shir. Again, Shir becomes this public personality. Everyone knows her, and then they recommend that Tali meet Shir. And she went, and what happened here, Shir? You basically took this lady who was working in fundraising, didn't know what to do with herself. There was little job opportunities. She's a single mother. What the heck is she going to do? And she's literally at ground zero. So what was it you recommended that she do?
I told her you can take your knowledge and you can make it from this digital product. And you can to learn people, charities, how to raise money, okay, for if they can't afford fundraising. And that's what we did. And she sold it before the course was even built. No one knew her. She didn't have any list. She didn't have the money. She didn't have any money. She didn't have a list. No one knew her. She did everything I told her to do. And she sold the course before it was even made, because she didn't have money to make the course. Also, to edit the video.
Unbelievable. So guys, she doesn't have enough money to make the course. Now, generates over 2,004. Yeah.
Yeah, and now she's so known
Shir, finish your sentence.
uh, for her knowledge. Yeah, I just there is a problem in the line. And now she's so known in her knowledge that she's an expert in fundraising. And the charity that fired her called her and asked her for a program for their charity. Okay, that's how she's known as an expert in her field. What's happened? Do you hear me?
Awesome. Well, I think, again, guys, a person,
There is a problem.
a person, literally in 30 days of having nothing, ground zero, generates $2,400 before even creating a course, position as an expert, and listen to this. Previous employers to build their program. Okay? Isn't that just amazing? Guys, give me a big wow in the chat box. Someone who was unemployed by a company, by a charity, learns from Shir how to create a program, becomes an expert, position as an expert, starts to generate in the end tens of thousands of dollars from doing that, and in end gets employed by the company as a outsource person and is paid a fortune to help them with their fundraising. Okay, Rob says that is totally unreal. That is absolutely insane. So you can understand this is someone that is literally Shir, there's a real problem with your line. Maybe you should try and reconnect. If you can disconnect and maybe reconnect, there's a problem there with your line, and maybe just try and get back on. Is that okay?
Me?
Okay. Hopefully that. Yeah, if you can disconnect and reconnect to the webinar, we're having a real problem hearing you. Is that okay?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Hopefully. Okay, well, don't worry. There's plenty we know. We'll get back to you in just a couple. So, guys, in the meantime, I'll tell you about the third example, guys, and get into the formula. This is the Bar family graphic designers. And by the way, guys, just so you understand, the situation that we have right now in Israel, everyone is at home. The internet is crazy here. It's the only internet systems we have are shared systems, obviously. So the way it works, literally everyone's at home watching the news, just sitting in food and on the internet. And as a result, some issues with the internet. Just bear in mind. I just want to tell you the final story. Here's the story of the Bar family. These are graphic designers. All right, you're back.
The Bar family.
Very low prices, no money for advertising to expand their business. Their family was suffering, and they were in deep trouble. And then they met Shir, who actually, listen to this, came up with a crazy idea that allowed them to turn the tables. Shir, can you give a brief description of what you told them to do? It's a complete opposite of what you expect them to do.
Yeah, so what I told them to do is I told them to make a digital product about how to do a graphic designs without using a graphic designer. And they was like, what? Are you shooting in our legs? We're trying to make a living here. What is the digital product is? And I told them, listen to me, you have to do it, okay? It's going to be amazing. And we're going to sell it in $150. That's it, okay? And it was crazy how many people bought this course. It's really amazing. Do you hear me?
So again, the key, yeah. So now the key basically, guys, is you managed to get an idea that was complete opposite of what you'd expect, and they go from rags to building out a formidable business. Guys, just so you understand where Shir is right now, and then we're going to put this all into context for you. Her results have been incredible. Charging around, now is obviously in Israeli shekels and currency, but it's around $5,000 for a course that she has, and she's now guaranteeing results for her clients. So she literally, if you want to work and get her course, you'll be spending $5,000, but then she guarantees that she can get you results. Now, we're going to go one step better today, and she's got a formula. Anyone can do this, and that's why I'm so happy to have her today. So we're about now to share with you the formula, the 5-step formula I believe that you guys are going to benefit from. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Just give me a big yes in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Because I see one or two people are having a problem. Okay, majority of people, I think, it go to webinar issue. So guys, just so you realize, the time is now. Why her formula, Shir's formula, is going to be so helpful to you guys. Here's number one. Here's the most important point, and I hope you guys understand this, that the world is going through a change right now. Buying habits is going to change us. What's happening out there, which is really bad, is actually going to change the way that we shop in future. Because this is the way the world has external factors effect on us to the point that they change our behavior, but that behavior remains for a long time. The world is moving online. This is a reality, right? Businesses are now working from home, right? 3 ways businesses must prepare for the present situation. Everyone is saying that businesses have to learn to work remotely. Businesses need to be online more, right? The concept of office and offline is going to deteriorate. Now, this is just a must. Who knows how long for? But that's going to change the entire landscape of all business. So we're on a cusp of a revolution, right? We're all parts of. You are already part of. You guys understand the importance of online marketing. It's ingrained inside of you. You guys have been following us, some of you for a short amount of time, many of you for a long period of time. But you, every single one of you, are literally leaps and bounds ahead of 99% of businesses and experts out there. But right now, they need us, right? When you start to get a light bulb moment and you understand the importance, you start to realize, oh my goodness, there's something huge going on. I want you to know, let me know in the chat box. Let me develop the idea one step further. Think about it. Businesses, experts need to adapt to the new reality and get online, or they literally are going to go bust. This is not a hyperbole. This is reality. There's a lockdown. People are not able to leave their homes in many cases right now. This is just for now. But as a result, online sales not only could replace and help these online businesses, these offline businesses, in fact, it could actually massively increase their business. Guys, who understands? Give me a big yes in the chat box if you understand that the world is changing, things are moving online, and we're almost at the time that everyone realizes, if I don't have an online business, I might be out of business. Guys, give me a big yes if you understand what is happening. This is not temporary. This is not just because there's a disaster going on out there. It is happening now, right? People going, wow, Mel just give me a wow already. Joe can just give me a wow. That people are starting to see a light bulb moment. You got it, says Jeff. Let's go one step further. Imagine, and I want you to imagine, if you are armed with the most, if not one of, if not the most in-demand assets imaginable. Imagine if you could easily transform any expert into an online sales machine from scratch. If you could follow Shir's 5-step formula, which you're about to learn, you could take any expert, whether it's a financial expert, whether it's a psychologist or someone, a dietitian or a cosmetic expert, anyone's got expertise. What if you could take them from scratch? Remember, she's getting results for her clients without them spending any money on advertising. Imagine if you could learn how to do that for anyone out there. Do you understand that that would be an incredible commodity? Right in the chat box, LB for light bulb. If you're starting to understand the context of why what she is about to help us with could be a game changer for every single person here. Do you understand why she's been called Wonder Woman? Oh, hell yes. All right, LED. Jeff's got the LEDs on, not just a light bulb. It's an LED bulb. All right. It's good for the environment. Okay, everyone's give us a big wow. Mind blown, says Toby. Who is Wonder Woman? Well, that's Shir for sure. She's known. So let's get into this, guys. We're going to get into the formula now. But you're going to be able to use this formula. And I want you to understand, and you just need to think about where you want to apply this. But what you're about to learn is gold dust. And by the way, I gave you my word. You're going to get $5,000 worth of value. And yes, this is not some elaborate sales pitch for something expensive. When we said we're going to do something to give back, every person here will be getting something that they're going to say, wow, at the end of today's presentation. All right, you'll be the judge of that by the end of today, and I'll be shocked if there's a single person that says, Barry, you under-delivered. You guys will be blown away. All right, so let's get into the formula. Okay, this formula can be used in one of two ways. You're going to be armed with this formula. You could use it to explode any type of business, experts who desperately need our help. Imagine all these experts I mentioned, whether it's psychologists, people dealing with anxiety, which by the way is huge right now, of course, dietitians, fitness advisors, people aren't going into their place of business anymore. What if you could take them online? That's number one. Or alternatively, if you want to be able to express your knowledge and your passion, turn that into wild sales. That's your decision, whether you want to do it for yourself or for someone else. In fact, I'm going to take a 1-second break. I want you to answer in the chat box. What would be your dream? And I know you may not have thought about this until now. I want to know your absolute, ultimate, deepest dream. Write in the chat box, me or he or she, if you want to do this for yourself or for someone else. Write me if you want to be able to express your knowledge, your expertise. Write he or she if you want to do this for someone else. Aries wants to do it for me. Sobaz wants to do it for me. Nancy wants to do it for he or she. Bunch of me's, bunch of she's, a bunch of he and she's. All right, guys. So now let's start applying. Let's get into this. One little introduction before we get into the 5-step formula in terms of the most important marketing key that you guys need to understand. If you understand this, you've got the key to the entire Shir formula. And that is the following. One simple change in the market right now. Because you may be saying to me, but wait a minute, Barry. The market right now is very volatile. People may not want to spend lots of money. People are careful what they spend their money on. Correct. But if you understand one small change in the marketing world that's happening because of the situation we're living in, this will transform you right now. This is it. In times of difficulty, listen very carefully. People do not spend as much money on what they want, but they will spend as much money as they need on what they need. You guys seen these crazy pictures of people going into supermarkets and emptying out the toilet roll? Because people think that they need it. They have no choice. They need toilet roll. People would spend goodness knows amounts of money on what they feel they need, not necessarily on what they want. Guys, this is a very important insight. Very important. If you can provide people what they need, even in difficult times, you can make a lot of money because most companies, most businesses, most people that are trying to sell stuff don't know the difference between needs and wants. Guys, does that make sense? Just write in the chat box, need, if that makes sense to you. It is very, very important. If you understand that one marketing insight, you will understand absolutely everything. Awesome. Okay. If you can do that, you can practically write your own check. I'm going to get to the 5-step formula from Shir. I'm going to ask her to explain it in just a second. Guys, before I do, just one final point. The two biggest problems out there, for the first time perhaps ever, I've met face-to-face right now. On the one hand, experts have no choice but to turn their knowledge into online assets. If you are an expert, a psychologist, someone involved in anxiety disorder, someone involved with diet, or someone that's involved in fitness, they realize they're either online, they got an online business, or they may be out of business. So that is one side of the problem. And the other side that meets frontally with the first problem is that regular folk, the consumers, need solutions to their problems in an online environment. If I'm suffering from stress, or I'm suffering from weight issues, or I'm suffering from, I need some help with my cosmetics, etc., etc. If I can't walk into someone's shop, or I don't want to leave my house, or the world is changing, I'm going to look for solutions online. Okay? Does everyone understand how this is working? This is happening for the first time. I hope you're seeing the world opportunity and you understand why Shir is known right now as Wonder Woman. On the one hand, experts have no choice. They have to be online. If they don't have an online business, they may be out of business. And regular people need online solutions, especially in an environment where they cannot leave their houses. Guys, who understands this? If you understand this, Shir's going to come back and explain of 5 steps. Give me a big yes in the chat box if this is literally an eye-opener. Okay, I told you that we're going to give you something that is going to be a game changer today. People are going absolutely bonkers. Okay. Let's get into this right away. So let's hear the fast launch formula for layman that Shir has. Shir, the first step in this process is choosing your right niche, choosing the right expert, and dealing with people that have got solutions to problems that people need help with. Can you just explain why these types of markets, these types of niches are the perfect types of niches in today's environment, why it's worked so well with your clients?
Because you need to find the right niche, but you need to find the must-have, okay? The must, not the nice-to-have. Because a lot of time people make digital product about something that is nice to have, and then they don't sell it right. But if you find the right niche, you find the must-have, this is something people buy in well-being, in psychology, in relationship, in finance, in self-help, in every thing that there is. You can buy a digital product if you find the must-have. This is the first step.
So explain, like, for example, in relationships, you've helped someone, a relationships expert. Can you explain to everyone what was the must-have in terms of the idea that was turn someone that was unsuccessful, they meet you and build out a superb six-figure business? How did you come? What was the must-have there? What made it a must-have?
She had a digital product. She teaches a lot of people about how to find love, how to be loved, and stuff like this. And what we did, we look at the market. We decided to see that only women buy this, so we made it a digital product for women first of all. Okay, and the second is something that is really, really suitable for them. And when we find the must-have in our course, now it's a great hit, and a lot of women buy it every month. Like 100 of people buy this course every month.
And how much is it selling for, just so we understand?
In Israeli, in shekels, it's 5,500. So it's something like, yeah.
So we're talking like $1,700, guys. This is a course in relationships. Now, you guys probably know, if you search for those types of courses, you've probably seen people selling them for $67, $97, $200, selling it for $1,700, and you're saying she's selling tens, if not 100 of these courses a month. Guys, that is wrong.
Yeah,
that is a seven-figure business. Why? And the big change that this woman made in her marketing, where she was not successful, is she went from something which is nice to have to something that is a must-have, what people absolutely need, not necessarily what they want. All right, guys, everyone understands step number one. And by the way, everyone will learn how to do this. I'm telling you right now, we're going to do something for you that we're going to help you do this from scratch, even if you have no background whatsoever. Guys, just write the number one if that makes sense to you. Just want to make sure everyone gets this. Write number one if that makes sense to you. Write 0 if that does not make sense to you. Waiting for everyone. I can see who's writing, who isn't. All right, there's a few of you. We're still waiting for a few of you. I need everyone interacting with. Okay, perfect. Let's move on now to the second step. Is connected to the first step, finding the killer angle. All right, this is where Shir's genius comes into play. Finding the angle that will sell. If you find that angle, and this is and I started interviewing, meeting some of the people that Shir's been working with and talking to them. And I'm going to give you a little example that because I decided, you know what? I want to see Shir in action. I went on a phone call with Shir because, you know what? I'm always wanting to learn. And I'll give you a real life example of something that happened literally 2 days ago, is finding that killer offer and finding that killer angle. And what happens, what I saw in that call is with that lady Ayelet just a couple of days ago, Shir. And I thank you in public for allowing me to listen, Ayelet allowing me to be there to listen to you talk to her. But this is an expert in cosmetics, And she was saying that she's got, she's on Facebook and she sees a lot of people, cosmetic professionals that are crying their eyes out. They don't know what to do because right now people in lockdown, their businesses are closed. They don't know what to do. And I basically sat with Shir and I listened, and she took her from despair to saying, you know what, maybe there's an angle here. what if you taught these people how to be able to build this business from home, either through online if they can't come to your house at all, or with literally like $70, how to build a cosmetic studio in your house when people can come into your house. Now, the reaction that I heard from Ayelet, she went from despair literally to jumping up and down like a happy brand new bunny. Literally a complete
the course is ready
turnaround.
now. Yeah, she's so excited about it, and the course is ready now, and she's now the marketing starts.
The thing is, it's not that she now is just excited. It's that she now knows it's almost impossible for her to fail. And guys, what I want each and every one of you to get is an idea that is so good that it's practically impossible for you to fail, and that you intuitively just know, you say to yourself, OMG. All right. And I want you to experience that. All right. That is the second part of the formula. So the first thing she does is, right, most importantly, is finding the right niche, finding the right person to work with if you don't have that niche yourself internally. Secondly is finding the killer angle. All right. Everyone here will be able to do that. We're going to show you how to do that. The third part, guys, this is where it's so exciting, is building the offer. That doesn't mean delivering the product. It's building. It's like, if you think about a jigsaw, is building the outer perimeter of the jigsaw. She has a template that she uses to give the products, the idea, a massive value so that you can sell this at a higher price point and be able to sell it practically immediately, even before you actually build the product. So anyone here that wants to test this out and would like to go literally within 7 days, you grab an expert. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. You grab them. You then are able to build with them a outline of a course that you can sell immediately before the course is even created. So you can have a huge payday even without any traffic. I'm going to show you how to do that almost immediately. Sure. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, that's what Tali did, and that's what Aura did, exactly this. And they made the offer, they built the offer, and then they sell it before they build the product. And they made money before the product was even built.
Guys, I just want you to understand what we're saying here. This is so important. This is the template. I think this is a game-changing template. Imagine being able to make sales before you actually had to build anything. Guys, I need to see the light bulbs going off. If you're starting to say you understand why she's been called the Wonder Woman of sales, who's understanding why this is powerful? This is like nothing I've seen before. You literally are building out a business before you even create the product. Okay, you just got the outline and it's all template. Give me a big me in the chat box if that is making sense to you. LBOMG says Toby. Me. This is a game-changing template, says Don. Okay, people going absolutely bonks. This is great. That's true, says Alberta. All right, let's continue. We're going to carry on. I like that. Robert says Yalla. I like the lingo, Robert. Okay, and there's so many ways that you can use in order to be able to increase the value of a product. Now, it gets even better because once you've got the outline of the product, you create a great sales page. Imagine if you could do this using a template, even if you don't have a background in copywriting, and practically none of her clients are copywriters, right? Virtually no one, Shir, correct?
Yeah, no one knows copywriting before they made the sales page.
So they're building a sales page. They can make sales immediately, and anyone can do that. Guys, would you like to get Shir's template that you could grab literally any expert you like, build the outline of the business, of the product rather, create a sales page that converts, give it value because you created the whole outline properly so people will buy it, and be able to do that without spending any money on advertising. Guys, is this getting more exciting? Because this is where I started to say, oh my goodness, and I started to investigate. I see her on TV. I said, I've got to meet this woman. I've got to figure out how is she doing this? I practically don't leave my home office, guys. But I got in my car. I figured out where my car key was. I got into my car and I visited Shir because I wanted to see this with my own eyes. How is she doing this? And I started to see these results, one after the other. Now, if you think that is incredible, step 5 is where I said, you know what, this is, Shir, we got to do something. And you need to do something for my members and we need to do something that is going to be the biggest thing that these guys have ever seen in their lives, especially right now. This is the time we need to deliver it, and we need to do it in a way that our members say, thank you, okay? This is the last part of the puzzle. The delivery of the course. Remember, we're making sales before we even deliver the course. But whilst we're delivering the course, we're going to turn our buyers, and we only need a few. That's the beauty of this model. We're going to turn them into our evangelists. This is Shir's secret sauce. This is how she takes newbies, helps them to build out programs that are selling initially the first 30 days, a few $1,000s. And then she's taking those sales and those buyers that they're generating and turning them into evangelists to build out empires. That's how Aura built a 5-figure a month business. That's how she did it. That's how Maya did this as well. She turns your clients and turns them into your greatest salespeople. Okay? It's what we call word of mouth marketing. If you could literally build a course in the next couple of days, or the outline of the course, if you could make sales if you don't have money to generate any sort of traffic, and then turn those initial clients who make a little bit of money, a few $1,000s, say like an example we gave, and you could then turn them into evangelists for you, do you understand why that would be a massive game changer? I want to make sure you guys are now getting the 5 steps. Who understands how this is all fitting together? I just want to make sure you guys are getting it. I told you that today was going to be huge for everyone that is here. Got it, says Nancy. Ron is guilty, exclamation marks. People going absolutely berserk. Steven's got it. Okay. Awesome. So I think you understand the 5 steps of Shir's formula, and it works very simply. You find the right niche, the right market you're going into. If it's your own expertise, great. If you don't have an expertise that you're comfortable in selling, you find someone else. We show you how to do that. We then are going to find the right angle, build the outline of the course even before we even create the course. Then we build a sales page, which doesn't even require us any sort of copywriting, start selling it, and then turning our clients into evangelists. No way, Norman, you are wrong. Norman is scared. Norman said this is we're going to go into some crazy sales pitch. You're in the wrong place, Norman. If you're upset, I apologize. If you want one of those, I can send you somewhere else. That ain't happening here. We're doing something crazy for you guys. And I told you, if you don't think this is us giving back, you can let me know at the end of today. So basically, Shir's discovered a process that's really a simple way to get initial sales from scratch without spending money on advertising or marketing, then allows you to get sales rolling fast, creating what we call a snowball effect. And Shir just described to us, when Aura makes a few sales and then turns that into 10,000 plus sales, $15,000 of sales, and then that's something that is repeatable. How does it feel for her? I mean, when you started those initial sales, did they believe that this would snowball as fast as it did?
No, they never believed that. They were so amazed from the results. It was crazy, seriously.
And isn't it just amazing to see people, especially those that have had strikes against them, someone that is lost their job and is just after giving birth and is feeling a little bit depressed, to see that person make a breakthrough, a woman that gets fired by a charity, that you are able to turn the tables for her. Not only was she able to generate a $10,000 a month business, but then was actually employed by the same company that fired her to go back and build them a charity roadmap. That to me, like my hairs were standing up on the back of my neck when I heard that story. That made me cry. Right? I mean, oh my goodness, it's almost as good. I know, and forget that story. I'll share it another time where I was able to go back when I literally was about to lose my house, and the banker that called me up and say, you're 3 months haven't paid your mortgage. You're gonna have to deal with that. This is going back like 10 years. And then one day when he called me up, and I didn't have time to move my bank accounts to another bank, and he said, well, we got some investments for you to, we'd love you to invest in us. And I told him to, what? That was like one of my happiest days of my life. I said, I'm sorry, but, you just gave me the encouragement to move my bank account somewhere else, because I didn't forget what he did to me those few years earlier. I can imagine what it's like for your client to do practically the same thing. So guys, what is Shir's viral secret? It's very simple. It's why she's been called the Wonder Woman of sales in these parts, and that is getting your clients to be active in the process of the delivery of the course so that they get amazing results. So if you're working with an expert, imagine if you can get their clients to get results. And I can tell you, sometimes that's very hard. But what if you could get them so activated that they get a result? They're going to be telling the world and their mothers. That's how you create a viral attack. When members take action, they get results. They're going to tell their friends about you and your product. And Shir's got a template. This is how you get your clients active. And when they do that, they practically are going to get results. Then you open them up to tell other people. That's how you create a spiraling snowball effect in your sales. That's how you can build a real business from just a couple of initial sales. So imagine taking yourself or taking any expert you want to work with. Imagine if you had a way to be able to find these experts. And by the way, today, there is an expert out there that doesn't realize if they don't have an online business, they could go very quickly out of business. Imagine if you could transform their knowledge into a killer online program, a product from scratch. Imagine if you could sell that program before they even create their product. Imagine if you could create sales, practically from scratch without actually, really fast, without having to deliver the product, without spending a penny on advertising, and then building incredible communities along the way. You like that? Scott says, oh, baby, I'm feeling it. All right, Scott's got it. Chad's got it, guys. Yeah, Barry. Oh, Jeff says, Barry, you should be a salesman. I was thinking about it, Jeff. I was thinking about it. Then something happened. Anyway, guys. Anyway, we are going to do something very special for you guys. I'm telling you, anyone that doesn't think that this is us giving back, you better let me know at the end of the next 5 minutes. Shir is crushing sales right now. She's got a course. If you'd like, you have two options. If you'd like to invest in Shir's $5,000 course, you can leave your phone number and we will give you a call and happily sell you her $5,000 course. Two snags. One, it is $5,000 and number two, it's in Hebrew. But as long as you can do two of those things, we'd be happy to take care of that for you. If you don't speak Hebrew or you prefer not to invest $5,000 a day, we're going to do something special. And I know these are uncertain times. But Shir, and I really want to publicly thank you for what you've agreed to do. She's agreed to give $5,000 of value for less than a cup practically of coffee at takeaway, guys. You're not allowed to sit there, of coffee in Starbucks, almost. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give you the most, I believe, right now, is the most important asset imaginable today. You're going to get close to Shir like no one else has ever got close to her in an online environment. And you're literally going to be spending 2 days with her, 2 days of hours and hours together with her. There's a reason why she's called the Wonder Woman of Sales. And we're going to do this. And again, if someone here is not blown away, let me know, because if you're not, it means I've lost my touch. And I doubt that's happened because I shared this with a couple of our Inner Circle members and they said, what the heck are you doing? Anyway, I'd like to present together with Shir the Wonder Woman Launch Formula, WLF Wonder Launch Formula. 2 days covering those 5 steps. Then we're going to transform you into a Wonder Launch specialist from scratch. We're going to show you not just how to launch experts or yourself. I'm also going to show you how you can land experts. Guys, it's almost right now. Landing an expert is easier than giving candy to children because they're so desperate. And we have an obligation with the knowledge that we have to go out there and help. So yes, there is also an inner reason why Shir and I are doing this. This is our way of giving back to you. If we can help a ton of people in the process, then we've done our own part as well. And these people desperately need your help. Guys, this is what we're about to do. 2 days of training where we're going to go over Shir's 5-step formula step by step. We want everyone. And by the way, one of Shir's biggest skills is getting people activated, getting them activated and turning them into evangelists. So the goal in 2 days is to turn you into evangelists. That means we need to get you activated, action taking, and actually walking out with everything in place. That's our goal. If we don't do that, it means that we've not walked the walk. And what we're going to do over those 2 days, we're going to help you find your perfect market, come up with a killer offer in that market, your perfect package from scratch, how to build it so it's got high value, and build out a sales page together from scratch. We're going to do this step by step, no one left behind. If that's not enough, on day 2, we're then going to do, on top of that, finishing off the 5-step formula, I'm going to show you how you can close super high-end deals with experts. And I'm just warning you, it's really simple today. I'm warning you, if anyone's looking for rocket science and difficulties over there, it doesn't exist. There isn't an expert out there that doesn't know. If you haven't got an online business, you might be soon out of business. I'll show you how to find desperate experts, the secret to getting them on board without having to sell anything, how to make sales within 7 days of applying Shir's formula. Yes, this is fast because we can make sales, Shir, before you even build the course. It's really just building out the outline of the course and a simple templated sales page. I'm going to show you how to build out a $10,000 campaign with Shir from scratch and the anatomy of building a wild list in any niche that you want to go into from scratch. Guys, the time is now. We have an opportunity to help people, and there's nothing wrong if we're helping people that we can be helping ourselves along the way. It's not a bad thing to do. It's the right thing to do, and this is the time to do it. Now, we're going to make this not irresistible to you. We're going to make this, oh my goodness, give me the link right now because 99 other people are going to get there before me. 100 people are going to get there before me. Number one, anyone that joins, and yes, it will be literally for a few pennies on the dot in a second, you're going to get a $197 coupon. That's it in your pocket. You're actually going to make money today. Number two, full guarantee. We're going to have 2 days of training. If you're not blown away after day one, just let us know. We're going to refund you. I'm not looking to take a red cent from someone that doesn't think they're getting crazy value. Warning, we're not going to have anyone, maybe it'd be one person. I doubt anyone that's going to do that, but I want you to have peace of mind. I'm not taking a red cent if you aren't blown away. Number three, I'm also, on top of everything that Shir teaches, I'm going to do a follow-up session where I'm going to give you a webinar template, because once you're working with experts, you have Shir's positioning, you have Shir's 5-step formula in place, you can be making sales. The next step is turning them and helping them build a webinar. You don't have to be on the webinar, but imagine if you've got that template as well, so then you can help them into even higher end sales. Imagine if you could turn your expert into a high converting, high end machine, even beyond Shir's, like literally the doctorate, postdoctorate. I'm going to give you a template for that. It's super helpful. That's going to allow you to do that as well. I'm going to do that as a bonus. You're getting 3 massive bonuses. I'm just warning you though, because we've got 100 members. What are we going to do? We're going to give you her course in English for the first time for just $97, 100% guaranteed. 100 people live. You're going to go to 1 day of training. If you love it, you stay for day 2. If you don't like it, you just ask us for a refund. I doubt there'll be a single person. Just let us know after day 1 that you didn't think it was great, and you will get your money back. And again, I'm just reiterating, this ain't going to happen because we're going to load you with such bonuses and additional things. You guys are just going to say, oh my goodness. Guys, who here wants $5,000 of value for the first time in English for $97 guaranteed to blow you away, or we give you your money back? All right, guys, I'm just warning you because this is limited, because we're going to do some hot seats and we need some real interaction with you. So this has to be limited. Here is the link. We are giving back. Here we go. Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. People are still asking. Click on the button and join us. You should see the button around here. Just click on it. As soon as you join again, remind us so we can mention your name. Head there right away. As soon as you join, I need your names. The first 100 names I read out, you are in. Anyone else misses out. I need the names. I want to know who's working with Wonder Woman. I want to see. Shir needs to know. Okay, sounds interesting. Zachary said, give me the link, says John. Give me the link. I'm in, says Lena. Give me the damn link, says Norman. This is crazy. What are you doing to me, says Rog. Okay, you need to go there right now. Barry and Shir giving back $5,000 of value for $97. We are officially, completely and utterly nuts. We need a psychiatrist. The problem is we can't leave our houses. So one of you has got to find a psychiatrist, build a course, and invite Shir and Barry to come and go into that course, because we need tablets. Why are we doing $5,000 for $97? Because we're about to blow you away. Yes, it's a one-time fee, guys. No hidden fees, no extra fees. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. No anything fees. One time. Harry Sachs is in. You are safe. It's online coffee. You don't have to come to Israel. People are worried. Greg is in. You are safe, Greg. You are about to work with Wonder Woman. Tom says, what? You're in. I'm in, says Tim. You are safe. You are now part of the team with Wonder Woman herself. Rob Falconer, you are safe, my friend. You are safe. You're on the flight with Wonder Woman. Okay, we're going to go doing this in 2 days. You bet we're going to do this in 2 days. And we are going to blow you away. Mark Costa, you had some amazing comments today. G-Man Costa, you're in. You are safe. James Najorgi, you're in. You are safe. Joseph Milano, you've done it. You're part of the team with Wonder Woman. You are safe. This is going bonkers. Wonder Woman, you've got a hand, literally. You're going to have to lift up 100 people with your 2 hands. You're going to do it? Looks like Wonder Woman is falling off her chair. Are you there?
No, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
People going absolutely bonkers. Yes, I'm just saying you're going to have to hold 100 people with your 2 hands. You're going to be able to do this.
Yeah, of course. I want to do it. Especially now. Everyone needs to have a digital product to make it in this world, in this crazy world. And I want to do this. These 2 days, it's going to be crazy and amazing. And I know everyone is going to be bunkers from it.
Oh, she's learning good English. See, guys, this is very good. This is 2 days for her to learn British English. She used the B word, the bonkers word. Guys, that is impressive. This is a fast learner. She built literally a launch formula from scratch, and she's learning British English from scratch, guys. She is going bonkers. Julie is safe. Rob, you're in, and you are now safe. Melissa, you're in. You are safe. There's lots of people that are having problems joining. Guys, head over there, right. Turn on Reynolds Lee, our close friend Reynolds. Are you joining? Definitely in to learn for Wonder Woman Shir. You're in, and you are safe. Tom is asking, what's the $197 coupon for? Any future purchase, Tom? It is just a way for us to give back. That is correct. You'll be making money by joining. You'll be making money because you're investing $97 to get a $197 coupon. Why are we doing it? Because we are certified crazy. That is the reason why we're doing it. Linda Martin is in and safe. Tom, do it, my man. Just let Sam know. Zaki says short. Not sure what that means. I can't get to the site. Norman Eisenberg, our close friend from Florida. Desperate to get in. Yes, we're going to record everything. And everyone is going to be taken care of. Nancy, usually our close friend Nancy, is in and is safe. Dennis, it will be recorded. Sam will take care of you, Tom. But absolutely, you will get a $197 coupon to any future purchases. All right. Now, just to let you know, guys, you know what? I'm going to do this because we've got limited spots. I do want to tell you about one extra thing that we're going to do for you. Okay, and this is in. Lee Cartwright is in. You are safe. This is going bonkers. Guys, let me just add one extra thing just so you know. I mentioned that what I'm going to do for you as well, I'm going to give you a template for a webinar. I want to tell you one other thing we've done for you because our members in the last week, and please listen to me before you go to the thank you page when you join. Excuse me. This is important. In the last week, I've been sitting with my team and figuring out what we can do in order to help you guys. We've been helping and talking to ourselves and our team and also with our close friends and figuring out what we can do for you guys and help you out. You guys are going to be able to learn from Shir how to build out incredible launches. Where I'm going to show you how to be able to do this with webinars. And we've been working with our webinar GEO team, and they've agreed to pass on. You can get 12 months of a webinar system literally for a few pennies. GoToWebinar is a few $1,000s a year. It doesn't do automated evergreen webinars. You, by the end of these 2 days, are going to learn from Shir, and I'm going to give you a template to do webinars. Imagine if you could also get the final piece of the puzzle, if you wanted to go into webinars as well, a way that you could create unlimited webinars, live and recorded and automated, and it's the easiest system we've ever seen. Now, you can see over there that is literally us giving back, because on their website, it's like $400 or something close to it for a year. We are affiliates of theirs, and we're literally just passing more than that to you in order that you guys can just literally thrive and grow and flourish and succeed and just look at that. Yes, it's the only thing that we got. If you're interested in doing that, they've agreed to do this for 70 members. And I'm so happy that they've agreed to do that for you guys. It's just something that I want to, over the next couple of weeks, I want you guys to start thriving, seeing an intense amount of light in the tunnel that some of us are experiencing, well, I'm sure all of us are experiencing, and I want you guys to thrive. This is the time that we don't look back. We don't look left. We're like blinkered racehorses in the Grand National, which has been cancelled this year, in the Grand National, those of you from the UK, and we are going, the Kentucky Derby, for those of you in America, and I've got a racehorse that I'm sitting on. I blink at the racehorse, and we are going forward. We're not looking left and right and listening to all the darkness. We're not looking back. We're only looking forward, and this is a way for us over the coming months and coming weeks to give back and give you guys something that you would just say to us, OMG. Guys, I can see a lot more people that are joining. Let me know in the chat box if you have joined. People, yes.
Barry, someone is asking here, is it virtual because she can't come to Israel? Explain that it's going to be online and
it's
everything
online.
Yeah.
Guys, I can barely leave my house. She can't leave her house. Right, you guys can come to Israel, but we're going to have to still do it from our living rooms or our home offices. We don't have a choice. So guys, yes, everything's going to be online. Everything's going to be recorded. And Scott has just given the most nicest compliment of all. Scott Wenslov says, I'm so overjoyed. I'm crying tears of gold. All right. And I'm speaking right now, guys, just so you know, I'm sitting right now just east of the city of gold. So Scott, that means a lot to me. Thank you for those very, very kind words. Anyone know where I live, by the way? Guys, can you figure it out by now? No, not Saratoga Springs. That is wrong. Guess where I live, guys? All right, you got it. You're correct. Jerusalem. That is correct. So, guys, I need more names. You got it, Harry. So, guys, I need more names of people that are joining left, right, and center. Just again, I want to understand what you're getting here. You're getting 2 days of A to Z trading with Shir and I, 5-step formula. Shir, are you going to leave anything out of those 2 days? Are we going to go full tilt and just literally just do a brain dump of everything step by step?
We're going to tell them everything, all the secret, all my formula in those 2 days. This is my guarantee.
Chad is saying this has to be from God since Shir is from Israel. Thank you, Barry. Absolutely. By the way, guys, little side point, just because you need to know our Wonder Woman Shir. Does anyone know what her name means? Guys, does anyone know? I paid $97. Do I need to get on the page to schedule a call? Swandefer from Norway. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just stay safe. Guys, look after yourselves. That's the only thing I ask you guys to do. Guys, does anyone know what Shir's name means? I want to know the first person that can give me a translation of the name Shir. Very important for the days we're living in. Reynolds, I am so not surprised that you are the first person to pick that up. This is a guy who loves Israel. Reynolds got it right. It means a song. That is right. By the end of these 2 days, you will be singing songs, the song of Shir. That is exactly right. Greg, you are a linguist. Chant or song? Shir, do you prefer to be a chant or a song?
A song.
All right, guys. Song is closer than poem or chant.
Formula.
The song with a falafel formula. That is correct. Remember, guys, the falafel formula. Fast, launch, formula for layman. This is the falafel formula. By the end of these 2 days, we're going to be doing two things celebrating together. One, we're going to sing a song. Don't worry, you're not going to have to hear from me, and you won't have to hear from Shir a song, but you will be hearing the songs by the end of 2 days. And number two, you're going to want to get in or create your own falafel in celebration of this formula. All right, Norman, no worries. Great to have you on board. Our close friend, Norman Eisenberg from Florida, is in and is safe. Linda visited Jerusalem a few years ago and loved it. All right, guys, a lot more people are joining. And Sam, you can help Bill. It's got a good question. Guys, Bill, you can just watch the video if you'd like to see it. Larry Burden, you're in and you are safe. George, yes, you're in and you're safe as well. Zinanu, I hope your parents see your name. You're in. You've made it in. You're in the top 100. You are now working with Wonder Woman. Now, guys, if you're having any problems joining, is anyone sobers? I love that, my man. Now, if you're experiencing any problems joining, you need to speak to a spouse, maybe you need to wait 24 hours, you've got a question, you need to speak to us. There is a form. It'll take you 25 seconds to fill out the form. All you need to do, there's a button right now on the page. It is a Save Me Spot button. Click on the Save Me spot, fill out the form in 25 seconds to secure your spot and to be able to speak to a member of our team. So do that right away. If you haven't yet joined, you want to speak to us, you've got a question, you will need to speak to a spouse, maybe you can't join right now, you need to wait a day or so, click on that button, fill out the form, do it ASAP, first come, first serve, we'll take care of you. Please fill out that form, click on the button right now. Not going to in-person training in these days. Ted, no one's doing this in person, it's all online. No one's going to be meeting anyone, it's all online. But you're going to get Shir, we're going to do some video as well, so you get to feel us, see us, and it's not going to be as distant as we are right now. So guys, join us. Guys, again, if you're having any problem joining, click on that button, fill out the form. Just head over there. If you're experiencing any problems whatsoever, let us know. Okay, all right, I've got another bonus for you guys. Whoops, it's an unadvertised bonus. I didn't even mention it. Whoopsie daisy. All right, guys, if that's not enough, I'm going to add another bonus. She didn't even know I was going to do this, but she got me excited. And
Yeah,
I
what is this bonus?
Oh, so you got me excited. This is what we're doing, guys. I created a program. Some of you were part of that. I don't know, was it like 6 months? It was in the summer. It was an Overcome Everything sessions. I did this with Amber. We had literally a bunch of sessions. I went on, literally, I did a whole, goodness knows how many sessions. It helped our members who were having a hard time getting a breakthrough, where they felt that they were responsible for their own failures, that were having problems, they were literally for whatever reason, were not getting the breakthroughs that they wanted. And I went over the cause. I went deeply into their inner recesses to be able to remove those things that are holding them back, the way they're looking at the world, the way they're looking at themselves, the way they're looking at their business. And we literally uprooted those elements. Anyone that was part of the Overcome Everything training that we did, I'd love to get your feedback. We had a small group of members that we invited to that. And we are literally giving that away for you. You stay after day 2. I'm going to give you that as well. There is no one who's going to be part of these 2 days with Shir and I that will not be able to overcome everything. You will be overcoming absolutely everything.
That's an amazing bonus. Amazing.
I learned from you. You need to make a killer offer, right? You need to give everything and the kitchen sink. Guys,
yeah, you're a good learner.
Another bonus. Advertised, all right? It's not on the sales page anywhere. If you've got any questions whatsoever, let me know in the chat box. You have a question for Shir, let me ask them right now. Oh, Linda said, all right, to join right now, Linda, we've still got some spots left. If you've got any questions, don't worry, everything will be recorded. Ted is worried about tech. Ted, nothing is going to hold you back. That's we got an Overcome Everything system. If there's anything you need help with, we've got the greatest support team you've ever seen. I don't think there's a person that's ever worked with Sam that does not think that this guy is brilliant. This guy's not just got a heart of gold, but he's got a brain of steel. All right, and this guy can help you with ending. Ted, you just need to be there, learn what Shir teaches. Any tech issues will help you overcome everything. Okay, Zaki, thank you. Sam will be able to help you. No, Jeff, that's the only thing not. Obviously not for that, but anything else, any future purchase outside of this one, of course. Got the invoice, Norman's on board. Sounds interesting, said Zaki. I joined, said Cynthia, our close friend, Cynthia Dixon. You're in and you are safe. Welcome on board. Gloria, you're in and you're safe. This has gone absolutely bonkers. If you've got any questions, you're on the verge of joining. Remember, I repeat, you're going to join us for day 1. You're going to be blown away. If you don't think that we're on the verge of giving you $5,000 of value, let us know, and we're happily going to give you back your investment. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. And by the way, we're going to throw in more bonuses. It's just what we do as well. So what we've got right now is what we're telling you about. But what we haven't told you about is a bunch of other stuff as well. Tech trading, Ted. Yes, we're going to handle all of that as well. I did answer. I'm not sure if you heard my answer. Then Yalam, everything will be recorded for you. What are the bonuses? I'm just going over this one more time. Our Overcome Everything training. I'm going to give that itself is $200. You're getting a $197 coupon, which is more than double your investment, and everything's fully guaranteed as well. Just join us, guys. Make the most of this. Interact with Wonder Woman. Get value that you would not believe. Learn her 5-step formula and apply it. We're going to force you into application mode. All right, cheers. Some good questions coming in. Number one, can anyone do this? Good question, Frida. Can anyone really build a product with expertise?
Yes, definitely. Everyone can build a product only from their knowledge. Just need to have the right templates, and that's it. And you can make it.
So what does it take to be successful, Shir? Just explain, the types of mindset. What is it that our members need to really be able to apply this?
You need to really believe in yourself, first of all, and believe in the system. Work exactly like copy-paste with the template that we use, and trust the process and enjoy it.
Simple as that, guys. The only people aren't going to really succeed at this, guys, are people that don't take action. And one of the greatest things that Shir does is making you take action. Shir, how pumped up are you that you're going to get our guys into action? Because I tell you right now, you guys may be blown away by the content. But for me, that's not why you're joining. You're joining because you're going to meet an action woman. This is a woman that helps you take action. How pumped you to get our members active in the process? And obviously, this isn't just going to be frontal training, but we're going to get these guys stretching, getting their muscles flexed, and taking action. How excited are you about that?
I'm so excited about that. I feel like I'm giving back to the community, especially at this time, because it's the value of this training. It's something that it's priceless, seriously, because you can build a business from scratch and you can make a lot of money only from your knowledge. And this is what you're going to have. So I'm so excited about this training, and there is an amazing crowd here. So I really love it.
Alex is asking a good question, but I don't have an expertise. Alex, I love that. You're being honest. It's a great question. And I want to answer it just directly, is that either you do this through your own knowledge, or if you want to work with an expert. And just the situation out there, Shir, right? We all the time are speaking to experts because they're reaching out to you day and night, and I've been talking to them as well. Do you know of an expert, Shir, right now that doesn't realize, like literally the penny has dropped, that they literally have no choice? They have to go online. They don't have a choice anymore. Have you met anyone in the last month, Shir, that doesn't realize that new reality?
So many people I met in the last months that they have a knowledge, they have a list, or they have a blog, and they can make a digital product right now, and they wish someone will take the handles and do it for them, and they can share their profits.
And we're talking about, and just to be clear about this, 50-50 profits at the very least, right? I mean, because I know, and we've done it so many times, I helped our members do this in the same way with webinars. And in that case, our members were taking between 50 and 90% of the profits. Why?
Yeah, like affiliate marketing.
Exactly. So because you become the producer. This is what we call the producer model, guys, where you are the producer for these people. And if you want to be really fair and just do it 50-50, that's the least you should be taking. I want to be clear about that. We had members that were taking themselves 80, and in some cases 90%, 80 to 90% of the profits. And the reason is because, think about it, guys. Who makes more money, Sony or the artist, right? Sony, the record companies, are making the incredible percentage of the profits. The artist, right, is making like millions of dollars. We'd say, oh, wow, they're great. They're making a small percentage of the profits. So you've got what we call the producer model. You can work with any professional. Now, when you get started, I do recommend with the first expert, you go 50-50. I just recommend it because I want you to get the confidence, and I want you to have the proof. And, when you create a $10,000 campaign with your first expert, right, you can go to the second expert and demand to take 75%. You can go to 90%. But if you want, you can stay at 50-50. It's totally up to you. But it's in your hands. Okay? It's in your hands. I can make people, I'm not going to mention that name. I don't want to promise that, James, in terms of those numbers. But he does say I can make people millionaires whilst becoming one myself. So excited. Look, we're not promising millions, guys. But what we can tell you is that this system has been used again and again and again with people that have had every imaginable chip against them, every imaginable strike against them to build out really successful businesses. This is the first time ever that Shir's agreed to do this in English. And I really want to take this opportunity, guys. I think we
and $97 also the first
time.
Like,
literally pennies on the dollar. But two things.
Yeah.
One, that she's willing to do this at a fraction of the investment. But secondly, guys, and she's got a great English, right? Even though it's not her mother tongue, and she uses the word bonkers. But the fact that she's willing to roll up our sleeves, however difficult it is for her, and to do this for you guys in English for 2 days, that takes guts. And only a Wonder Woman can do that. So guys, I want everyone, let's just take the opportunity. Let's just put a TY in the chat box for a thank you for someone that is giving back, providing crazy amounts of value, and is willing to roll up her sleeves and do this for the first time in her life in English so that you guys can get the benefits of her experiences of what she's done here for the last year or so. And, you know, this is not something she's done for 20 years. She literally found this formula, made a ton of money for a company, decided to go independent to help because, and let's talk about that story in a little bit, Shir, because you're telling me that people started to approach you and you suddenly realized that, wait a minute, instead of making all this money for corporate, I can go and actually help people. I can help them make a ton of money. Guess what? I can make a lot of money as well by helping a lot of people make a lot of money. And that's how your dream started to come out and you went independent. Now, it's a very, very quick story that you've gone through, isn't it?
Yeah, this is, I made a lot of money for a lot of people, a lot of companies, and I saw it's working again and again. And you need courage to go and do something like that, to be independent and decide that you can make this money for yourself and not work so hard for it. You don't need to lose your life. I lost my fiancé when I worked so hard because I didn't have any life at all. I just wanted to do a lot of good for other people and a lot of money for other people. And when I decided that it's time to make it for my own, this is, I got, really scared about it because it's not that easy. But then you, like I said, you need to trust yourself. You need to know that you are good and you can do good for others. And you can help others make a lot of money, and you don't need to work so hard for that. This is a digital product. That's what the digital product can do for your business or for your life, because it's disconnect from the timeline and the money. You all the time work for money, and you work each hour costs money. So when you do a digital product, it changed the game.
It's basically building a leverage, right, guys? We love that L word, a leverage, a game changer. It's a leverage, and guys, you are. And I want to reiterate. Thank you very again for sharing this with us for only $97. Truly grateful, says Reynolds Lee. Reynolds, first of all, I hope you and your family are safe. Reynolds is such a sweet person, guys. I had the pleasure of meeting him in Washington. Reynolds, how was that Overcome Everything training we did right before the Washington event? I think I gave to you guys as well. But Reynolds, such a polite, incredible person. And over the last week, I want to be honest, something about you, Reynolds. Actually, I was thinking about you the other day. And I was looking at the news. It's a big mistake, by the way. Don't bother watching the news. Just stay safe and stay in your houses. But I was watching the news, and I'm seeing these things happening around the world, Shir. And obviously, we're thinking about people that are nearest and dearest to us. Think about our families who are closest, our parents, and those of you, of course. And I'm thinking about our members, people in different parts of the world where they start talking about things that are happening in the Far East. And I'm thinking about some of our members in Australia. I think about members from Australia in the U.S. New York's a disaster zone. I'm thinking about our members that are stuck in the middle of New York. And I'm thinking just literally every location that I see to me, has an emotional feeling. Whether it's where I met you guys in person, because a lot of you guys I met in person. We connected and bonded together in person in that vicinity. Or whether you're living there and I know where you're from, I suddenly, it becomes like an emotional roller coaster, because every single city, every state, I'm thinking about my friends. And I know it's funny to say that, but I really think anyone's ever come to one of our events, I think you guys understand that I cherish your friendship as much as I cherish you as members and as clients. And we have a special relationship. Some of you guys go back with us 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Some of you were there on the very first product I ever released, going back literally 10 years ago. It really is very emotional for me. It's like literally having family dotted everywhere around the world. And when there is a cosmic issue, an issue that affects the entire world, this is the first time I've ever experienced that. And actually, Reynolds, I was actually thinking of you. So the feelings are certainly mutually felt. And I thank you. I was amongst this group of people 10 years ago. Ulrich, you were there at the very beginning, back in the Warrior Forum, back in the day. It's amazing when you go through things like this in the world, you suddenly have flashbacks, and especially when you see, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just getting too emotionally connected to this, what's going on. But this is just our way of giving back, and it's going to be even way beyond that. Really, just our way of giving back, I believe, in a way that's going to make you guys really super powerful. And if it gives you guys the utensils, the vessels, the ability to do things you couldn't do before, and in a way that you felt treasured. And I told Shir, the only way I'm prepared to do this is if our members really feel treasured. And that's what she does to her members. And by the way, even though her course is $5,000, this woman, she has approval rating of 100%, right? No one that she works with says, oh, Shir, that wasn't great, right? She's giving amazing value at $5,000. So she's got an amazing reputation, but we want to do something that's just crazy. And you guys have allowed us to do something crazy. What was our course 10 years ago? Linda, man, I've got so much gray hair since the last 10 years. I don't even remember what the first was. It was, whoever remembers, it was the Crusher series. I'll try and remember what it was called. It was going back 10 years ago. It's I'm going to write a book about it, by the way, soon. So I'll remember what the name is. Guys, if you're on the fence, we've got some spots available. We cannot do a live encore. That's not going to happen. Too many spots have gone. But there is some spots available. If you're on the fence, let me know. Again, I just reiterate, once you join, I highly recommend you get access to 12 months of a webinar system. It is the simplest, best automated stroke live webinar system we've seen for its simplicity. And we're just handing this over to you literally. As you can tell, normally in affiliate deals, we would take 50%. It's sold right now for over $367 to $400 for the year if you commit to a year. We're allowing you to get that for less than 50%. So we reached out to our friends, and I'm so happy that they answered our call to help you guys. That is the final piece of the jigsaw. That is it, guys. So grab that right away. You should be able to access it on the thank you page. But literally, go to webinars, $2,000 or $3,000. You can get an entire webinar system for a year for $147. It's crazy. Linda wants to hear my story. I told we get into that. You know what, Linda? Join in Overcome Everything. I literally go into everything private, because part of what we do in our company is what we do. What's most important for us is to connect with our members, to understand the frailties. We're very honest with ourselves, and the only way we can ask you to dig deep and to reveal what it is that has been holding you back so we can get rid of it is by sharing our frailties as well. We do not claim to be the greatest or the best or any better than anyone here. But what we do have is an incredible experience. Shir's experience was at the top, when she was in elite, working for an elite company, and was literally forced into having to launch a product, was working 20 hours a day. She just told you something very private. I was shocked she told you that. But she said that she lost her fiancé. She split from her fiancé because of work. right? I hope you understood what she said before. It's very private, but she's sharing that with you because it's part of the process that we go through. There's no hidden agendas here. There's no,
Yeah, and
we're
that's,
greater
no
than
one is
anyone else.
perfect, No one is perfect. No one is trying to be perfect. You can share your thoughts and your feeling. And I wanted to say that the people that are here, there is a lot of people that are still on the line. And I really would like to know if it's not the price. So what else is holding you back of thinking about it? Because it's really interesting just to know, just what do you say, Barry?
It's a great question. It's a great question, guys. If you're on the fence, let us know. I'm just curious. I wanted to make sure that every single person here would feel a wow factor and will be able to join to get the benefit. So if you haven't yet joined, let me know in the chat box. I won't read out your name. I'm not looking to call out anyone. Oh, this person didn't join. But if you haven't yet joined, let me know in the chat box why you haven't joined. This is very important because I sat down and I want to make sure that our best members, our closest members, everyone that could or wanted to rather, would be able to join. Remember, there is a guarantee on this. If you're not blown away, let us know in the chat box. Sorry, let us know after day one. If you're not blown away by it, then we'll just give you a refund. So it's very simple. I love the 5-step formula. I'm in, said Zach, who's just joined. Anyone else, guys? I want to know in the chat box if you haven't. I can see there's a few people that are on the line. I can now see, thanks to GoToWebinar, we can see who hasn't joined and hasn't yet responded. Why not? Excellent question from Jack. I won't mention your name. I won't mention your name, so I won't mention your name. Just to be clear, guys, when you join, and I'm being absolutely honest about this, Shir's training is enough by itself. No one actually needs, on the thank you page, all we've done is that we provided you with a webinar system that would allow you also to do webinars. Shir's system does not require you to do webinars. You can do this without webinars.
Only a sales page.
Only a sales page, and she's got the template. But the next step of the process, if you wanted to go one step further, Jay, I won't mention your name, is to do webinars. And we just saved you like $2,500 of getting a GoToWebinar account with something which is less than 10% of that, right? And in fact, 5% of that. Okay, so JH, I won't mention your name. That's not a reason not to join. It's just in addition, we're passing on the value that we're getting, the reduction we're getting as affiliates. We're passing it on to you so you can get that literally less than cost price. It's $367 on the website. You've got it for $147. If you don't want it, you don't need it. Even though I recommend you do grab it. And by the way, a lot of people are grabbing it, and we are running out of spots fast. So if you do want it, please join and grab it right away. But it's not a necessity, JH. Okay. Any additional costs that may be associated with this? Great question from C. That's a great. I'm not embarrassing anyone. It's a good question. Shir, it's a very good question. I think this relates to the examples you gave from your clients. If someone hasn't got any other money, can they really build this out with an expert?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Each one of the testimonials that I gave, no one had money to advertise on Facebook or something like this. Only their knowledge.
So guys, you don't have to worry about any additional expenses. It's not necessary. Right? It's not necessary, guys. That's the beauty of this, that you have something that you are able to apply immediately. The one thing you do need is a URL. It's going to cost you $8 or $9 for a URL, but that's it. So if you don't have another $10, by the way, if you're working with an expert, you can get them to invest in that. But this is not something you need to invest thousands of dollars on. You're ready to go. And I'm going to show you how you're going to find an expert. By the way, most experts have already got, they already have the means to get a URL, and most of them are communicating with their list, that they already have a way, an autoresponder. But guys, our goal is that you have a system that can make you money before you spend any money. In the 3 examples we gave, we had 3 people that didn't have money and needed to make money in order to even invest in building the course out. So our goal is that you have a system that you could be making a few $1,000s before you even invest a few $100s in order to turn that into tens of thousands of dollars, okay? So no one is left behind because of monetary constraints, okay? I hope that is clear. No one, okay? Philippe, if we can help you out, just fill out that form. Maybe we can help you out, okay, in that regard. Once a good question out from Francis. Can we get more than just recording, something that we can print out? So Francis, we'll be creating things based on your needs on the training, right? If we create some maps for you, some things that can help you. Francis, I'd love your feedback, what you would like to see. And we're going to see if we can do that for you, okay? Anyone else? All right, Stephen, it's a great webinar. Stephen, I fully understand. You are a special guy. I'm so proud to have you part of our membership, and you are focused like a racehorse. Stephen Ellis, I'm proud of you, my man. Great decision. I love the focus, the razor focus. Seriously, that is something that I'm very proud of. And thank you for being part of our community. And please look after yourself and your family. It's very important to me and to all of us here. Our greatest blessings, our prayers are for every single one of you guys, that you should be well, flourish, and let's help a lot of people that need our help in the process. All right, it's very important to us. Any guys, any other questions? You know, any comments you'd like to make, Shir? You've seen some amazing interaction in the last hour and a half. Any comments you'd like to make based on what you've seen?
I think there is a great audience here, and I didn't hear their ideas about what they want to do a digital product about. But even with an expert or about their knowledge, listen, you can do from your knowledge, from cooking to a lot of things that you don't need a business to do. So you can build a digital product on it, okay? Because people buy the results of what they want to have. You just need to find the right niche and the must-have, and that's it. It doesn't have to be a business.
Guys, this is a great point you're making there, Shir, and I just want to qualify and make sure that everyone fully understands this. If you're looking for something that's like rocket science revolutionary, you ain't going to find it next week. What you're going to find is something which is simple. You're going to understand it. The brilliance of Shir is that she simplified everything. Some really difficult concepts that has just been so dumbed up and dumbed down, whichever way you're looking at it, to a point that anyone can do this, guys. Right? To me, this is the most important thing of all, is that anyone can do this. And we want to make this simple. And she's managed to do that. And let's just be absolutely clear about this. The people that she's helped here in Israel are not marketers. These are people that either never had a course or had something that they thought was a course, and in fact their course was a complete waste of time, and they had to turn it around completely and turn it into something else because they had no idea how to sell, and they didn't know any idea of how to build a course. She's working with people that come with very little. What they do have is an expertise, some knowledge, something they're either passionate about or something that they are excited about. Guys, would you like us to talk just very briefly about some amazing niches that you guys could build businesses in right now? Who wants Shir and I to do a quick brainstorm and a brain dump and share with you some amazing niches that you could be saying, you know what, if I'm not an expert, I'm going to find an expert. I'll show you on the training how to find those experts. Who wants a brain dump? All right. Benimi, no. The answer to that is no, except for anything outside of this. Okay, so Shir, let's work together on some amazing niches, especially in today's times. So guys, I'm going to start with the first one, and then Shir, you do the second. The first one to not come up with an idea loses. You ready, Shir?
Okay.
I go first because it's my web. No, actually, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
No, you go first.
All right, guys. Imagine someone that's dealing with anxiety. Do you think if you could find someone that's dealing with anxiety, that's got a clinic that no one's walking into, do you think that might be a good niche to go into right now? Give me a big 100 in the chat box if you think that would be insane. Okay, 100 says G. Okay, everyone's giving me 100. All right, next, Shir. If you don't get 100, it means you've lost.
is in this special time, people are looking to make money from home. So all the experts that have list about making money from home, don't they want someone to build them a digital product they can teach and use to sell to people right now?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, that's exactly very apropos for what we're talking about right now. Norman Eisenberg, you are on fire right now. Stock markets, woohoo, right? The stock markets are going crazy right now. They're dropping like flies. Is this the time to invest? Is there a way to somehow to be able to use this? It's a massive opportunity there right now for someone that may be able to. That's a great idea. All right, so I like that. That's not for me, so that doesn't really count. Here's an idea, and this is crazy right now, guys, but imagine, this is going to be a little bit harder, but this is a really cool one. I met someone here literally recently who's got a form that made $1.3 million, showing you how with little investment, you can make money flipping Airbnbs. Right now, Airbnbs are empty. Rents are literally not right. People are not, this is not the time to rent. So imagine if you could actually find a way without investing anything right now, that you could close deals that as soon as the market improves, you could be going for the kill, doing Airbnb flipping. All right. If you think that is crazy, an Airbnb flipping course, that's a great market right now. But guys, anything to do with psychology, anything to do with self-help, cosmetics, helping professionals themselves, turning that into a product, exactly what Shir said, accountants, lawyers. Guys, we've got a legal team. They're working from home. They need to be online. I have accountants. No one's going into their place anymore. They want to start sharing their expertise online. Dietitians. No one's going into dietitians. No one wants to be within 2 meters of a dietitian. Fitness advisors. The gyms are all closing down. So how about fitness advisors? They don't need to come online? Of course they do, right? Absolutely anyone. Exactly. Chad, who said some very kind comments before. I won't forget that, Chad Skiles. There's a very beautiful comment she said before. I'm a fitness coach. The gyms are closing down. Chad, are you excited about that or not? Do you understand how what's happening in the world is the biggest opportunity for you? The greatest opportunity for you. Yes, it's tough. And guess what? It's just a means to open another door. A door is slamming in our faces. Another door, even wider and bigger, and with more light in it, is about to open. All right? I want you guys to see that. And by the way, Chad, you should be doing webinars. You want this to be visual, right? I can see the door open, says Chad. You can do webinars and of course, sales pages, and you can create videos. But I love the idea of doing webinars in fitness. That is super, super powerful. And I hope you grabbed the 12 months of webinar, JEO, which we're getting literally $147. If you want to do that, highly recommend it. Zaki says, thank you. 1 second. Oh, great thing from Zaki. Anyone that joined, you've already got the access to training. Yeah, you should be auto-added. You've got training. You should grab the link and sign up for the training. It's ready to go and be there, rise and shine. All right. Anyone else that needs any questions answered? There's only a couple of people I've seen that haven't yet joined that are still here right now. I want to know if you've got a question, why you haven't joined. Clearly, it's not because of finances. And I wanted to make sure that no one gets left behind. No one who wants to join is not going to be able to join. I need to know in the chat box, if you haven't yet joined, what it is you need from us. You let us know, please. Let me know. Larry's got an idea to find people on Udemy and make them webinars. Brilliant. How about, you know what, Larry? I'm going to take this one step further. Get people on Udemy. By the way, that's a great idea. Think about this, Shir. Find people on Udemy that are selling courses at $27, $37. Work with this Shir's formula and sell the same course for how much do you think, Shir?
For $100, $200, $300, $500. Depends on the result they can give.
Larry, you're on fire right now. Imagine taking someone on Udemy and 10xing their sales. Do you think that might be something that might be interested in? Guys, Larry Bearden is on fire. Brilliant. Okay, Joe, fill out the forms. I don't want you missing out. because we will send out a replay. Unfortunately, we do not have enough spots to do a live encore. I'll send a replay to a small member, a section of our list of people who are unable to join us right now. So please, if you haven't yet joined, please fill out the forms. If you're not sure about the webinar program on the back end, again, fill out the form even if you did join. Yalam hasn't yet joined. I could not click the link. Sam's given you the link, Yalam. Before it's too late, join ASAP. All right.
It's a one-time opportunity to join in this prize for 2 days of training, how to build your digital product and how to sell it before you even build it. Okay?
Jamie,
that's crazy.
I personally answered you. Approved. Your wish is my command, Jamie Hayes. All right? Join right away. Okay, Marcy, our dear friend. First of all, Marcy, I know you're in San Francisco. When I heard about what's happening in San Francisco, I was thinking about you. I hope you're doing well, my friend, Marcy. Just to let you know that basically, Sam will give you a link. There's a guarantee. It's $97 for a $5,000 training that we're getting, or value we're getting next week from Shir, who's living here in Israel. And Sam will give you a link if you haven't already got it. It's on the right now on the screen. And there's a guarantee if you're not blown away after day one. So just join and we'll take care of you. Chad is about to sign up. Our good friend Chad. Our fitness, by the way, Chad, give me some fitness advice. I go for runs almost every day, and now they're telling us we can't even run. So running on the spot's not much fun. I hate, on a treadmill. So we need to figure this out. So Chad, I need you to build that course, and I need you to sell me that course. All right? All right.
Build it now with one of the Israeli training.
Yeah.
On Zoom that you can make a group of 4 people or 5 people, and you can see them. You can see how they do the training, and you can tell them that's good, that's not good. So you can do a digital product also in this time of this Corona and everything, of training and not gain weight in these crazy times.
I'm telling you right now, Chad, if you can build that program.
This is the must-have.
Oh, Chad, I hope you grab that. Right now, the must-have. Repeat that one more time, Shir, and explain why that's the must-have. That's huge. Chad, I hope you're salivating. Explain.
People are at home. They are eating all the time. They don't have time to go to do exercise because they can't go out, and they are lazy to do it at home with training that are online on YouTube. They need someone to push them and show them the way, and you can do it with a digital product, okay? And this is the time. This is the must-have in this opportunity, in these times.
Guys, Chad, I hope that is something you understand, right? Right now, it's a must-have. You have no choice. Build that course. Build that course, Chad, and I'll make sure that Shir and I will be the first one to buy it.
They don't have parks. They don't have gyms. They don't have parks. Nothing. They just need you, Chad. They need you to be in shape and not gain weight and feel good about themselves. They need you.
No choice. They don't want you. They need you. Remember, Chad, the difference between want and need, right? Want. In bad times, people are not spending money on wants. I need a new suit. I want a new suit. No. I need to feel good. I need not to put on weight. Oh my gosh, my clothes won't fit me. I'm at home now. I need Chad Scalise to come up with that course. Where is it? Chad, build it. We need it. Next week, I want you building it, and I want you to send it to me, okay? Chad, do we have a deal? Right? I want you to be the first person to make a course, and I want you to be the first person to buy it. Okay? That is a must-have. A must-have. Guys, you know what? Someone that hasn't yet joined is not sure they're going to come up with a must-have. Let's give one more example, Shir. Should we do a little hot seats? Let's do something. Guys,
yeah, let's
give us a niche. All right, guys, give us a niche.
Any niche that you think you can build a digital product. That's a crazy market. This is not going to happen. Show us. Give us one niche that you think that it's not going to work.
No one's talking about jewelry. I'm not sure jewelry is the must-have right now. But Norman, you have to get into a little more detail about what type of jewelry. Okay, hairdresser. Okay, that's an interesting one. Landscaping. So let's shoot the hairdresser one. Okay, what's the must-have? Someone is like, cares about their hair. Like me, for example, Shir. I'm so careful that I keep my hair as gray as possible. I look more sophisticated. Do you know how much money I spend on graying my hair? Very expensive business. So, why are you laughing? You're not meant to laugh. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Wonder Woman. Okay, so why don't you explain, someone who's like hairdressing, how the heck are you going to build a digital product? What's the must-have there? How do we find it?
Especially now, you can teach people how to dye their hair at home, okay? Because it's if the hairdresser are closed, you have to. This is the must-have, exactly like Chad.
Guys, I'm just warning everyone. It's pretty easy right now. I know, I didn't want to say this like, too much during the presentation. But if you have a must-have, it's like, it's almost like feeding children chocolate, right? It's literally feeding children. That's what it is, what it's like right now. But I'm warning you, if you have a want or you have a not a must-have, then no one's going to buy your stuff, right? We invited a segment of our members to join us today, and the majority of people right now are joining us right now because we've created a must-have, right? This is a must-have in this time of day. You guys are marketers. Some of you've been learning for a few weeks, some for a few months, some for a few years, but you are learning about marketing and sales. This is the must-have. Right now, what we've created is a must-have, and we've done it in a way that I hope you guys feel that we have given back, okay? Cynthia loves Barry's niche on anxiety, especially how to manage it during an outbreak. Of course, right? There are people that are suffering from terrible stress. Relationships, guys, how about a must-have, Shir, in relationships? My goodness, relationships. People are now, hold up.
Is the most profitable courses around the world, okay? People are buying it like crazy. It doesn't matter if it's the corona or not in the corona. Everyone is buying relationship courses because they want to find love. They want to be loved by their spouses, and they want to feel loved.
Not spouses.
Spouse. Yeah, okay. I was talking general.
I know. I'm
but
sorry.
Yeah, you can make fun of my English that I'm so
your
trying.
English is superb.
Let's talk Hebrew, Barry. Say something in Hebrew.
Oh, Matt, do you see what Wonder Woman does? She literally she's got the spell, and like she turns things around 180 degrees, and then you're like, oh, what am I going to do now? All right, guys. See, this is what she's like. You need her on your team. Everyone needs Wonder Woman on her team. You are crazy good shit. No one's able to do that to me, by the way, like you just did. Tim, listen to this idea from Tim. He says he has a local friend. She's from Thailand. She was on UK TV on MasterChef. She is a cook. OMG. Right now, OMG. Right now, guys, I want everyone to give their feedback to Tim Rothwell. Number one, he's amazing. Two, he's a friend of ours. Number three, he's got a crazy idea. Who thinks in present times, if you could get a master chef person to give a cooking course, how you can make amazing food for cheap during these testing and challenging times? So you can look after your family and your whole inside.
There is no restaurant open. There is no restaurants open now. Okay?
There's no restaurants.
No restaurant. It's like we said about the gym. No restaurant open. People are craving for good food in a cheaper price, and how to do it at home, not like mac and cheese. Making real food, good food. So this is the opportunity. You need to take this time and make it to a great opportunity. Okay?
The thing is, Shir, and I repeat this, and I'll be honest. I mean, and I know this is a horrible thing to say. I'm just telling the reality. And I'm not looking, God forbid, in any way take advantage. But the reality is, if you have a must-have during challenging times, it's actually even easier to sell than it is even in non-challenging times. It's easier in non-challenging times. But right now, it's like when people need something, it's like, okay, guys, if you could go down the main street and you just had unlimited amounts of toilet roll, do you think you could probably make $1 million? You probably could. Guys, if you can create the toilet roll of courses, of programs, right, of expertise, you're in business. I've never quite figured out the psychology of why everyone goes and buys toilet roll, but I'm not sure what they think is going to happen. But I think I do understand the psychology. But guys, when you create that product, you're unstoppable. The only question is like literally people are gonna just they're just gonna get it. Okay, very, very simple. Norman says that there are some restaurants open for takeout and delivery. He is right about that, but a lot of people don't even want delivery because we know in present situation, number one, finances are low. Not everyone is doing takeaways. Number two, that we know that diseases can actually remain on surfaces. Some people would rather just cook themselves. So this is the moment. Those of you, Tim, that idea of MasterChef, and by the way, she's probably got an amazing following, and she's probably got a target audience, and you could probably work with that, Tim, immediately. And guys, I'm going to go into this. This is important. Tim is raising an amazing point. When you work with experts, in my experience, and I've done this thousands of times probably over the years, because I've helped train people with webinars go after experts. Shir, the majority of experts, in my experience, and I wonder in yours as well, have a ready-to-go community. They've already got the community in place. They just don't know how to create the product. The Udemy guys have all got communities. The authors have all got communities. The people that are selling products right now for $27 have all got communities. So guys, you're literally, if you could then show them how they can 10x their numbers, and you can grab at least 50 to 90% of that, it's so easy.
And actually, in these times, also, those experts really need the digital product. They just don't made it by themselves. They don't have the opportunity, but they really need it for now. They need to do something to make money in this time. So it's also an opportunity. I'm saying about this corona, but I think the corona just made everything earlier, okay? Because everything is going for the digital. Every business will have a digital product in the next 2 years, okay? So it's something that if you have a digital product or you are you have a partnership of a digital product, you can make a lot of money and not work so hard for it.
Yeah, it's just, I agree with you. It's where the world is going, guys. It's where the world is going. And this is just, it's just the impetus, exactly what Shir said. It's the impetus for change.